Good morning. Welcome to my morning prayer walk. Today we begin 50 days of strength. Couldn't happen on a better day. The skies are blue, the sun's rising, and the birds have returned. You can hear them singing in the background. What a beautiful day. Thanks for joining me on my morning prayer walk. Today I begin a very special study, 50 Days of Strength. It comes from the inspiration of the story found in 1 Samuel chapter 17. 1 Samuel chapter 17. It's a story of a man named David. He was young at the time, and he is about to kill Goliath, a giant that's nearly 10 feet tall, a giant that is equipped with over 100 pounds of armor. And in 1 Samuel chapter 17, we have this amazing story of David in preparation for his battle with Goliath. If you were going to face a giant, how in the world would you prepare yourself? If you were going to face a giant the size of Goliath, having the reputation of Goliath, what in the world would you do? Well, King Saul offered David all of his armor. In fact, David actually put it on and then declined it and said, "No, that's not who I am. I can't wear another man's armor to go into battle." He picked up his sling and his staff and he headed out to the valley to fight Goliath. On his way to the battlefield, do you know what David did? That's right. He stopped by the brook. He stopped by a small stream. One of my favorite things to do in the mornings is to walk by brooks or streams. There's a lot of wildlife wherever you find water. It's so beautiful. And here I'm walking next to a little brook today, and I'm thinking of David and how he would stop by a brook kind of just like this brook. Now he's getting ready to go to battle, but before he goes to the battlefield, he stops by the brook. Now this is very, very important. It's a powerful lesson because sometimes we're thrust into a battle. Sometimes it's even a challenge as great as a giant, and we can be overwhelmed. And too many have run into the battlefield without stopping by the brook. We need to stop by the brook. I do, you do. If we run into the battle without stopping by the brook, this is what it means. Our shepherd's bag will be empty. That's right, empty. What did David do? He stopped by the brook and he reached down into the brook and he found himself 5 smooth stones. That's what he did. Now I've been at the brook for a little while this morning and I reached in there and I was looking around for 5 smooth stones. But you're already ahead of me. I couldn't find any smooth stones. All of these are pretty rough and they're pretty small. David reached down into the brook. He just knelt down into the brook and he reached down there and he picked up 5 smooth stones. Here's a question I have for you. My question is why did he go to the brook and why did he pick up 5 smooth stones? And if he's going to fight a giant like Goliath and he was going to use his sling, why didn't he just take one? And by the way, when he picked out the 5, what was his criteria? What was he looking for? Well, we're going to answer all of those questions in the days ahead. And I want to invite you to join me in 50 days of strength. I need strength in my life every day. And I want to share with you my personal practical experience of filling my own personal shepherd's bag with 5 smooth stones. They are powerful passages of scriptures that I pray and study each and every day. That's right. I pray these 5 smooth stones every day in my life. Are you empty today? Have you been to the brook? Do you know there's a giant in the land? Do you know there's a battle in front of us? There is. Oh, look at that. A pheasant just flew up. Wow, that's spectacular. Love it out here. Well, you don't want to be empty. You don't want your shepherd's bag to be empty. You need to go to the brook and you need to find 5 smooth stones. And I'm going to share with you my 5 smooth stones in the next 50 days. And I guarantee you it will strengthen your faith. It'll change your life. You'll become stronger and stronger in the next 50 days. You and your faith will become stronger. Go to the brook with me. Go to the brook and pick up these 5 smooth stones, and you will be blessed. 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 20. David prepares to go to battle against Goliath by stopping by the brook. What are my 5 smooth stones? They're the Beatitudes, the Lord's Prayer, in Galatians, the fruit of the Spirit, Psalms 23, powerful chapter, isn't it? And you know, I always pray the 10 Commandments, my 5 smooth stones. Thanks for joining me on my morning prayer walk, and I look forward every day to seeing you as we together spend 50 days of strength. God loves you. I love you. I'll be praying for you today. You be blessed.